even as a child, you realize everything takes time.
Yeah.
If you want instant oatmeal, you still gotta put it in the microwave for 60 seconds.
Nothing's.
There's no such thing.
Born, build or destroy. God, equality, power, culture, understanding, wisdom, knowledge, cipher. Get excited. This podcast was brought to you in part by Merch Life Publishing.
What up, y'all? How you feel? How you feel? It's Merch Life J, motivational, inspirational speaker for parentpreneurs across the globe. You already know this is the Motivision podcast, episode number 40. Get excited about that. Here we intend to bring life to the dead through knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, reestablishing the original man's rightful place as the dominant society in this universe, starting with planet Earth, man. So I got a wonderful guest today, man. Y'all gotta clap it up for him. We're gonna bring him right through. We're gonna get it popping. This my man Brett, man. I want you to introduce yourself to the people. You already
How you all doing? Thank you for having me on the show today, Jay. Man, I've been following this guy and watching him. We just recently met, but hey, I was loving the vibe and everything. He was like, I was gonna hit you up before you hit me up, and I was like, that's amazing, man. Great minds think alike. But like you said, my name is Brett Pipkin, man. I'm originally from Shreveport, Louisiana. Now reside in San Diego, California, sunny San Diego, and me and my fiance, we run a business together, financial firm, man. And we're just looking to educate and elevate, man. And that's our squad name, Elevate Financial.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love that name too. Yeah. That's an awesome name. All right, so let's start it off with that. How did you get that name? Like, where did it come from? And what does it mean to you? Because it means a lot to me. But what does it mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something we all should be doing, especially coming from different boroughs that we come from, and it could be a crab in the barrel effect. And a lot of people want to see you, be at your best abilities, and we help people elevate. It was originally going to be Lighthouse, to shine on everyone and allow them to, show their skills, what they were made to do. But elevate is just, man, we just figure like it's only one way up. I know I've been saying that quote for a long time, like it's only one way up. That was like something I just kept using, man. I think it was like it's only one way up. It was like a Tupac song, one of them songs. And I was like, dang, that makes so much sense. And I was young hearing that.
Yeah.
But just to elevate, that's all we want to do, man. In life is be our best selves, and allow people to do that themselves and know that it's all right, to be on a different level than other people and actually help them up when you make it. You know what I mean? And elevate.
That's a big important part to me because I feel as though a lot of us get ridiculed when we make it to a certain level, whether that level be extravagant in our mindset or in our sights. Because like where I'm at now, I'm like, no, I got so much to do. But it's people that look at me and they're like, bro, you made it. And I'm like, I ain't make it till I buy my mama house. You know what I'm saying? Made it. I ain't make nothing yet. But that means a lot to me that reaching back and grabbing people that are willing though. Because like you said, bro, that crab in a barrel is real. When the people aren't willing, like I ask people all the time, how can I stop what I'm doing for you when you won't even start what I'm doing for you?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So wow. that's it's real though. It's real because like you said, bro, that crab in a bucket method is unfathomably true. Like it's everywhere. So I got another question for you. How do you as an entrepreneur discern, or how do you even gain the discernment to tell when somebody actually wants to do better versus them just wanting to grab your coattail and benefit from whatever they can get at that level?
You can feel it because you start seeing people like, as far as like, how do I want to say this, man? Like, because you come from a certain...
Born, build or destroy. God, equality, power, culture, understanding, wisdom, knowledge, cipher. Get excited. This podcast was brought to you in part by Merch Life Publishing.
You're hungry, you know what it feels like. You know what I mean? You know what it feels like to be hungry. And then you can kind of see that in people's eyes when they want something just for what it is. Because it's like, you'll see it through work ethic. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, are you willing to put in this work? Like, people like the final result. They like the cars and the juries and whatever else, and they're not willing to put in that work to go get that. You know what I mean? So does that kind of does that kind of answer that question, man? Because I really care most about people, man. And it's just like Theodore Roosevelt quote, man. It's like people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I really genuinely care about people, man. And that's just something that I fall behind. And it's like, if you really want to go, I see, like, let's stick to it then. Come on, let me show you this way. And if you're willing to go, those who roll with us will reach all of their goals. That's just
yes, sir.
That's just period.
Yes, sir. That's excellent, man. And so like how old are you for the people that don't know you at all?
Yeah, I'm a young 31.
Okay. See, listen, I'm telling y'all, man, you can do it's possible. You just know that it's possible, man. Just know that it's possible. Like, you don't gotta be 76 to win. You know what I'm saying? You like he said, if you're willing to do the work, you're willing to get the reward. I believe that wholeheartedly, because I've been in a position to win for a long time, but just didn't care enough to go reach out and grab what was right in front of me.
Yeah,
it was
man,
right.
And we had that vision too, Jay. That's crazy about it, man. Like, we know it, and it'll tear up your whole day when you don't go after that feeling right there. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I should have talked to that person right there. It was something about it, because I had random people just talking to me like, hey, something told me to talk to you. And yeah, that was God, man. You know what I mean? Something told me to talk to you, and I just want to who are you? Like, and this is just cool just to have that genuine conversation. And what's going on in this world right now, man, it's a lot of that just being torn apart, especially with the whole pandemic. You know how that swerved over and it allowed people to just disconnect. And you know, but then, like, we didn't panic with what we did. We pivoted, you know what I mean? So Zoom was a real way to connect with people. Now we're able to talk to somebody from over in Jamaica or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And just get that genuine, get that right back, you know what I mean? So it's like, when you do come to the States, guess what? Hey, let's connect. It's real.
Yeah, definitely. That pandemic, man, it really hit us all hard. Like I was door to door, business to business, with my company with the Philly Dot Oils, when I just used to sell just nothing but fragrances and my children's books. And I'm talking about walking to a hair salon. What up, Kim? Like, Kim is like, you came for your nail? I'm like, yeah, I'm here for the big toe appointment at 1:00. Oh, I'm late. My fault, Kim. And if you don't make Kim laugh, you can't sell nothing in Kim's spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to come into the barbershop extra humble. What's up, boss? How you feel today? Oh, man, I love the tie. I was wondering if I could. And they like, what you got, man? What you selling? You front and stage now. You got to perform in order for you to eat some noodles that night. You know what I'm saying? So the pandemic really flipped all of that around. And being as though, like you said, Zoom is a place where you can contact people, being as though the internet had to be utilized. Like, I didn't have no choice. I had to figure out, you know what I'm saying? I had to utilize these types of things. So I definitely agree with that, bro. You gotta be willing. Because if you ain't willing, it ain't gonna happen. You understand? It ain't gonna happen.
God help those who help themselves, man. You know, you gotta make some steps in order to get to what you want. So
that's so true.
Nothing just happens from somebody just sitting back every day. So if it is, then let me know.
Right, I want to go there too. Where they doing that at? That sounds like the welfare office. I don't want to go there. But
oh well, yeah, no, we're not.
But even there, you got to do something. They taking your time from you. You got to fill out that app that take like 4 hours or whatever the case may be. But how long have you been in the business? And what would you say is? I just had it in my hand. And what would you say is the biggest challenge from the beginning stages versus the biggest challenge now? Because I know they're different.
Wow, Jay, that's so. To start with this, I've been in the business for about 1.5 years now, and my fiance has been in for about 4 years. Her name is Gian Saunders. Y'all go find her on Instagram as well. Fierce female financier, and she's about it, man. The money doctor. So when I came into this business, though, man, I was dreaded. You know what I mean? I had a whole scruff. I was real different. You know what I mean? Music, like that was my thing, you know, and I come from an audio engineer like background, and so on and so forth. So like I was like reading already and everything, but this was a different mindset you got to put yourself into, you know, coming into something like this where you're actually dealing with people's money and, you know, the identity. And this is a stuck up industry. You know, the financial industry is very stuck up because like they're not going to buy from someone who has dreads. They already associate that with the social norm of, oh, this person, or a stigma of this person smokes weed, and you know what I'm saying, type deal. So they just see it they just call it how they see it type, you know what I mean? But I was willing to make a sacrifice for my family, you know, and because I want to see better. I believe in generational wealth, you know what I mean? And somebody has to start, even if it's being a martyr. And like, nobody wants to talk about being a martyr, but you know what I'm saying? Like, why
somebody gotta be the Moses?
Yeah, like you know, yeah. Like, why does one person then like have to go for you to actually see like you should have been given the roses? You know what I'm saying? You should have been inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Continue to support them on their craft. But dude, I just seen how where I come from, how it hurts. It's hurting so bad. Like it looked like a third world country, you know. And just looking back, it's like, man, that's why I want to build. I want to rebuild for my city. But just coming from a year, man, I've learned so much. I had to speed the game up because she was already on the level. You know, my fiance was already on the level. So I was like, yo, I want to take this very seriously because I don't have too much time to be playing around.
Exactly. We don't know the day or the hour. You feel me?
And like just working, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't shun 9-to-5s at all. People gonna always need people to work for them and they like that position. But I just know as working for somebody, you're never gonna reach your goals as far as if you do want to be of a wealthy, you know what I'm saying, individual or something, because you're building someone else's dreams. You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
Yeah, you're building somebody else's dreams, and it's just like we're not going anywhere. So you got to start something yourself, man, and then make sure like what it is very tangible and everybody can use this in education. Education. I've been a teacher before. I've been a coach before. So it's just like, now how can you reach the masses with these things?
Yeah. And yo, I don't want y'all to get confused when he says education. He's not only then you can correct me if I'm wrong. He's not only referring to your run-of-the-mill academic education as far as math, English, science, because he said when you become a teacher and you're a master at any craft, you can become a teacher at any craft. So you know, I don't teach English. I don't teach anything that has to do with English. That means grammar, none of that. But me being an author and being a bestseller, I'm able to teach other people how to duplicate that same success. So you don't have to, when he talks about education, he ain't talking about you getting that student loan and going to school for the rest of your life. He might just be referring to your specific situation, as in you becoming a master at what it is that you love and then getting paid to do what you love for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? So I want y'all to understand that don't shy away. What I'm saying is don't shy away from education, because education doesn't always mean learning or teaching something you don't care about.
And we're missing a big part of that. Like education is very key to knowledge, you know, and financial literacy, to be exact, is what I teach. Yes. So, yeah, it's how to be better with your money. Because I know a lot of people grow with the shoebox, you know what I'm saying, under the bed, the shoebox fund is collecting dust and growing nothing. You know,
safe right here. But yeah, bro, I believe in that too. And one of my teachers, Jake Taylor Jacobs, you probably heard of him. You heard of him? Jake Taylor Jacobs. He teaches. He teaches how to become your own bank, as you know, with the insurance policy and things of that nature. So yeah, I'm all for the financial literacy. You dig? I'm with all of that, and I believe that diversifying your portfolio is the best way to go about it. But from a professional, because I'm not a financial service professional, so I want to ask you. Yeah. Do you believe that investing all your eggs in one basket, as far as that may, you know, whether it be a crypto, IRA, or a stock portfolio, or just a life insurance policy, what do you think is the best way to go about establishing that generational wealth and guaranteeing your kids not having to work for someone?
Yeah. And that's a great question, Jay. And there's a time and place for everything. Some people may feel that's right because that's all they know. But when you start looking at like things like rates of returns, and you know, that's when it kind of gets crazy, because the banks, for example, only give us like 1%, 0.003 to 0.008%, but that's not really doing anything for us. It's not meant for you to grow your money. You know what I mean? It's to have liquid assets, and then you have what we call like fixed accounts. You know what I mean? And variable accounts, which are like your 401ks, your TSPs, 403bs. That's just up and down, up and down. It's a volatile market. And I advise people have everything, have all of that. You know what I mean? Because when one fails, guess what? The other one kicks in. Have a diversified portfolio. You know, like guarantee. Look at things that have certain guarantees. But get educated. That's the part that we're missing because people don't teach us about the non-tax brackets. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like tax me now, tax me later, tax me never. And what we work with is the tax me never accounts because that's what we want in life. Uncle Sam is making you work for all your life, and here, let me reach in and take what I need, and
you're right.
You know what I mean? So like biggest pimps is Sally Mae and all of them, but it like definitely have a diverse portfolio, but then get educated on the other things. There are Roth IRAs, you got your Roths and Roth IRAs, but all those have caps. You know what I mean? Like you can only put up to $6,000 in them. So if people don't know, these things, like you should go get educated.
I don't know that.
yeah. And it's, and what I do is free, man. I'm willing to teach the people, dude. Like I don't sell anything; it sells itself. So it's just like you just need that little, that little somebody to show me this and show me that, because a lot of people get scammed on things and they just don't know what they're getting. Yes, sir.
That product knowledge will definitely have you in the door without you even, like you said, trying to sell anything or get in the door. I got a little testimony towards that. I told a lady called me yesterday and asked me like 4 questions on copywriting, and I just answered the questions because I'm the book guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm the author. Get excited. You see the shirt? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I just answered her question. She's like, all right, what's your Cash App? I'm like, oh, appreciate it. She's like, yeah, you already know. Get excited. So I wasn't gonna tell her no. You feel me?
Yeah.
I charge like $45 for a consultation, but that don't be on my mind. What be on my mind is, let me help you get your book done, because whatever you're not willing to do yourself, you're going to pay me to do it anyway. You trust me now. I told you the truth. I gave you some valuable information. Right. So, I'm going to get paid on the back end, even if it's not from that person. I believe that when you put something out, you're going to get it back, even if it's not from the person you gave it to. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's just how I roll, man. It's how I roll. So I really commend you for that.
And I tell people, I'm not. People ask me about stocks and everything. I'm not that kind of professional. That's not my game. I don't like to mess with. I don't gamble. You know what I'm saying? I have my problems. But like I don't gamble. I rather when I know it's something of a guarantee, that's what I'm going for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely, man. So what would you say to the guy that says, hey, man, I ain't dealing with them banks. Cash is king, and I'm not about to give nobody else my money to deal with it, or whatever type of negative, because I know you got a rebuttal for all of them. But I'm saying, that guy. What do you say to that guy that's like, I don't need nobody to help me manage my money, but he making $3 million a month, and he just like, no, I got it. You know what I'm saying? What do you say to him?
Now we're talking about inflation now. You know what I mean? So the days back then when we can go into the store for like, we had like $20, we can go get us like a Snicker bar, some chips, you know what I mean? Some water, whatever else. We have a cool little basket full. Now we go in, we got a little bag of chips with air halfway in there, and some alkaline water, a stick of gum. So you got to think like down the line, our money's depreciating, so if you can continue to have your dollars stored away, but things are only going to get more expensive, man. That little teddy bear that your daughter wanted, like that was $20 back then, is worth like $80 now. So you got to think about these different principles and things. And with taxes going up, like in the last 10 years, have taxes gone down or gone up? And they're going to continue to do that. I don't think you're going to see anything different. So you definitely need to find somewhere where you can grow that money safely. You know what I mean? You have to, you need to put it in something. You don't have to do anything in life, but you should put it in something where these things can grow at a great percentage so your money can work for you.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense, man. Because I talk to a lot of people about their money and they be like, yo, I know you're not a professional, but what do you think I should do with this? And I'm like, bro, the worst thing you can do is leave it in your house. Because if the wrong person hear this conversation, it's already gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The wrong dude hears me talking to you about this. It's gone. So the worst thing you can do is leave. I had somebody tell me they got $3 million cash, bro.
Yeah.
And he like, like PUA scam. I can't tell you who he is. I can't tell you what city he's in, but I will tell you he said, yo, I got about three tickets in cash. I said, what's a ticket? He said, bro, a ticket is an M. I said, an M? Like you talking like $1 million? He said, yo, don't say that too loud. What you think I should do with it? I'm like, bro, don't keep it in your house. You got kids. Like, what are you doing? I'm not keeping it out there. I'm sorry. Nowhere near my children. I done seen too many movies.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we don't need that.
So that's a good one. I'm gonna definitely let him hear that. So he, I don't even know if he still got it because I've seen him on a jet ski recently. But yeah, you know, that's another subject, man. So one more question about the money for the people, right? For the people that say, okay, all my money is in the bank and it's in my bank account, and I got a high interest yielding. I got a Marcus Goldman Sachs where, you know, I got to do all this extra stuff to withdraw it. And nobody can touch my money because it's in there. I got a password. It's on my phone. I can transfer it to myself. I'm not buying no Bitcoin. I don't want to gamble with stocks. I'm not starting a business because I don't have time. This is part of my inheritance. It's never going to depreciate. What do you say to that guy?
Well, as far as I'm trying to get that concept, because like I'm thinking more so like what do you have of liquid assets? So you're gonna need something. You gotta get something.
So he's renting.
You got to be able to take
background on the guy. He's renting, doesn't own a home, doesn't own a car. He has a car note, so he doesn't own his car either. But he's like, my inheritance, I'm gonna let that chill so that my kids can get it, and I'm gonna live my life the way I'm living it, and I'm gonna keep going to work and pretend I don't have that money.
Yeah.
What do you say to that guy? Because I personally think he's just wasting the money's time just sitting there. High interest ain't really.
Yeah, high interest ain't the business at all, man. I think he should definitely invest in some high grade life insurance here. And there are ways that that life insurance can help you grow your money, and that's tax free as well, man. And your kids will be good. And if you happen to pass away, Lord forbid, in that act, guess what? They'll really be good. You know what I mean? So it's like this is how we create generational wealth. And people don't know. Even at the age of like 2 weeks old, your kid can get life insurance. So by the time they 18, 30, they'll be set. They'll be, so they can have their own car. They can be, pay their from their policy if they want to go to college. Yeah. So like, yeah, we could play all you want to with high interest rates, man. I just rather not, But like we say though, have a diverse portfolio, but definitely have some liquid assets and have something that you're guaranteed not to touch, but you're gonna let it grow. It can actually grow, at a higher interest rate instead of getting high, paying all that the high returns, and it's crazy. It's crazy game out there, but it's just the education because people don't know. They don't know.
Yeah, and it's so. And it's not, I don't want to say it's sad, but it's so like systematically intentional that people don't know. Because it's not even a race thing. It's not, let's not tell all the black people because all the white people don't know. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's people of every color that are being raped, taken advantage of. That's all rape means. It's taken advantage of with their money because they just don't, because of the lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
And it ain't like the knowledge isn't out here. It's just out here under rocks. It's hidden, purposely hidden.
Hey, like, Jack, I'm sorry to cut you, but have you heard of the African proverb before, man? They say if you don't want a person of color to know something, put it in a book. And bro, like that's that hit heavy for me. I was ahead of the game. I don't know if y'all, a lot of people read books, but like Think and Grow Rich was a great book. That's one book that I started with, Napoleon Hill.
Think and Grow Rich, Outwitting the Devil. I read both of them several times. But you know what's crazy about that line that you just said? That line that you just said is actually inside of my first book I ever wrote. Well, first book I ever published. First book I ever wrote was like a hood novel. But that line is how I sold 5,000 copies of that book in its first year.
Yes, sir.
Because I used to walk up to people and I would say, "What up, boss? How you feel?" Give them a compliment or whatever I'm gonna do, because I got 5 steps to a conversation of how I break the ice before I give somebody the product. Because once it's in their hand, it's like ownership now. I don't gotta take it back until you tell me no 3 times. You know the spiel. So I put the book in their hand and they like, "What's this?" I'm like, "Oh man, that's my first book I wrote. How many authors you met today?" And they like, "This a book you wrote, huh? How many authors I met today?" "No, none of them." And I'm like, "No, you met me. See, you know how you hide something from a black person?" And then I open the page to that quote. And I say, you put it in a book. And then I just step back. Now they like, "Oh, this boy done messed my head up. How much is this?"
Yeah.
Or you get one for this price, or you can get two for that price. And all of the things I'm doing as I'm selling them the book are inside of the book. The book is actually how to sell stuff. Yeah. So it's called The Science of Winning, though. But I really appreciate you saying that, because that is so true. I don't want to say it's true that you can hide stuff from Black people by putting it in a book, but that quote is profoundly powerful. That's the quote that made me sell that many books. Because when you tell somebody that and they're like, "Oh, I ain't trying to have nothing hidden from me. Let me buy this book." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like a Jedi mind trick, bro.
Trying to give it to them, like, people, the answers like right in front of your face, like how they say conspiracy theories. Like, no, it's right there. It's it's right in your face. There shouldn't even be a name anymore. But you know, it's just the slave, like a slave mentality, man. And you know, my fiance says a great quote by Harriet Tubman. She said, "I would have freed more slaves if only they knew, had known they were slaves." And that's
so fire.
Yeah, that's fire right there. I said, "Dang, Harry, you,"
because she meant so much by that. That's why when Kanye West said it, I don't know how many people never heard of that Harriet Tubman quote, but when Kanye West said it, I wasn't offended at all. When he was like, "Nah, man, slavery was a choice." I'm like, I know exactly what you mean. It's a choice today. Yeah, not as in we said, "All right, come on, let's get on this boat." Yeah, not that type of choice. It was a choice as in the answers are literally flashing past your face every day. Nat Turner, they say, "Oh, they shoved the Bible in our faces, and they told us we couldn't read nothing but that." And I'm like, that was the what's it called? The instant karma for them anyway, because if you would have read what they shoved in your face, you would have realized how to get out of the situation. Nat Turner did it. You know what I mean?
He made his way. Yeah, dude.
Like, bro, it was there the whole time, bro. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's super funny to me. It's like an oxymoron. Even as a child, you realize everything takes time. Yeah. If you want instant oatmeal, you still gotta put it in the microwave for 60 seconds.
Nothing's
there's no such thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's no such thing.
Minute rice.
Yeah, you gotta put some work in. You gotta allow the process to happen, and then you have to go be in the way to receive the result. Like, you the quarterback and I'm down the field, but we talked about where I was going to catch the ball at. If I'm not where I said I was going to be, how can I expect to score? Ooh, this is a good book, man. It's a good book. Oh, what's up, man? How you feel? It's Merch Life J. Listen, man, you've been talking about writing this book for years. You need to stop playing and you need to get it done. Establish the residual income for you and your family today, man. Go to IamTheAuthor.org right now and sign up for that class. It's very affordable and you're going to learn more and pay less. Get excited.
Born, build or destroy. God, equality, power, culture, understanding, wisdom, knowledge, cipher. Get excited.
Want you to tell me a little more about you, though, like, you know, for the people that don't know, and where can they find you, where can they support, how can they do all that good stuff?
Definitely. Well, to my tag is Pipkin Brett, and that's my Instagram right there. Also on what is the other one, the talk one,
Clubhouse.
Yeah. You can find us at elevatefinancial.com. Just was featured in a magazine called Vents, VENTS magazine, as for being a great couple in financial the financial world. And man, yeah, like just for the next 10 years, you know, we plan on building a school. Me and my fiance, and we want to make it as far as like an X-Men Academy. You know what I mean? So this is to help those children who have nowhere to go after school. You know, all the after school programs be taken away. Teach agriculture, financial literacy. Like I say, I want to build a film studio. You know what I mean? And have those children come over there so they can, you know, learn how to use this equipment. Artists, you know, it's a lot of things that are being taken away from the systems that we were raised in, and you know, we want to just re-implement what that is to hone those skills and just become whoever you want to be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. That's excellent, bro. Because I keep seeing more and more Black-owned schools pop up, and I wish you like all of the let me know when it's time to donate. I got you. because
you
for
might
real,
come teach.
huh? I might listen. I would love to. I homeschool 2 children right now. They both mine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing like having that one-on-one time, and it's also nothing like having being taught by somebody that looks like you. I never forget my favorite teacher ever in the history of me going to school was a black man from Haiti. His name was Mr. St. Pierre. First time I ever was proud to be Haitian ever in my life, ever. Because, you know, you Haitian, you going to school down south, everybody like, no, man, you can't even, like, if it's poop on your shoe, they don't say that's poop. They say that's Haitian. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Haitian was like a derogatory term. For real, like, you know,
that's different. I haven't heard that one. That's different.
Yeah, bro. School children are cruel. When I tell you they are cruel, hella cruel, bro. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's super duper important. So I really commend you for that, man. I really do. But I'm gonna say that again because I'm gonna cut out the part when the baby was crying in the background. I really commend you for that, bro. I really do. Like, having a school is something that I dream of. So, you know what I'm saying? I see you putting in the work. So I really appreciate you for that, bro. I got to clap for you. You already know.
Hey, I appreciate you, Jay, man. Thank you for having me on the show too, man. This is awesome. This is looking forward to doing more work with you in the future. You know what I mean? And educating the viewers even further. You know, like I say, if you guys ever need anything, you can hit up my Instagram or my you can check out my fiance's Instagram, Gian Saunders, the Fierce Female Financier.
Yes, sir. Y'all hear that, man? If you support Merch Life J and you care about your financial health, then you need to go holla at my guy. It's Pipkin Brett. I know you see it at the bottom of your screen. Don't act like you don't. And yeah, man, if you really want to contact him and you can't for some reason type that name in, just hit me up. I got you. I will send you the link. You already know, man. So listen, that's episode 40, man. I really appreciate you sliding through, bro. It was a great convo. And listen, man, I hope I can grow up and be like you one day, man.
Crazy. We can teach each other, man. Hey, we can teach each other, definitely. I'm looking forward to it. And we'll be talking real soon. Real soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm about to hit you up right after this. You already know.
All right, man.
All right, peace.
Born, build or destroy. God, equality, power, culture, understanding, wisdom, knowledge, cipher. Get excited. This podcast was brought to you in part by Merch Life Publishing.